Hi, welcome to our lecture. As you may know, Windows has a lot of inbuilt features and tools, but I guarantee you have never heard of Microsoft Windows Power Tools. It is a program from Microsoft with number of useful tools that can make you more productive or simplify your job. I would say that some tools of Microsoft Power Tools are must-have for front-end developers. First thing we want to do right now is to find out Microsoft Windows Power Tools in a Microsoft Store. Press Windows button and now find out Microsoft Store. I have recently opened it. And then what we want to do, we would like to find out Power Tools. Yeah, we want Microsoft Power Tools. Okay, I hope you find it without the problems, and then just install it. After successful installation of Microsoft Windows Power Tools, you have to probably restart your computer. So restart your computer and we will be back. Microsoft Power Tools will be open in the next window. So let's go there and click on Open Settings. We will go through all settings right here. So in general, we can see some version of the Power Tools and switch button for download updates automatically. So let it be as you want. You can choose to the dark version. I like to have it right now in a light version. Let's go through all the features right here. Always on top. This feature allows to pin some window of your program to the top of the others, so it will be always on the top by using this shortcut. We can try it together. For example, we can use this window and press Ctrl Windows T, and this is now on the top. As you can see, if we choose other window behind it, we are unable to see it all because this first window is set up to be always on top. You can use this feature, it's really helpful in some cases, and that's it. If you want to restore it, again, Ctrl Windows P, and now you enable it. You turn off this feature. Next feature is Awake. Awake is designed to keep your computer awake, and it will also manage your power, your battery, and stuff like that. You can choose the mode you want to, and it will automatically keep your computer awake. The next really useful feature I use as a software developer and also front-end developer is Color Picker. This will allow you to pick any color in any program you would like to. You just have to start it with this command, so Windows Shift C, and you will see the small color picker in your mouse cursor, and you can see you can choose any color you want to, and you will see that hexadecimal numbers. And after clicking on it, for example, I will choose the water in this image, click on it, and you will see some pop-up window with hexadecimal value, RGB, HLSL, and other shades or other types of this color you can choose. Also, you can then again one more time use Color Picker once again, and you can choose another color and you will see some phases of this color. Next feature, called Fancy Zone. It's helpful when you have multiple monitors and a lot of programs you are working with, and you want to somehow align all these windows of the program. So how you can do this? You can see that you can activate this feature by pressing Shift, Windows, and backward. And now you can see some templates by this app, and also you can create your own. For example, I would like to have 3 rows. Select it, close it, and now how to put windows down there. You can see here is the option how you would like to do that. So in my case, I have just checked the hold shift key and activate zone while dragging. So hold shift, and now I can, by clicking, put window here. So the next one, again with the holding shift, and I also want Google Chrome, holding shift, dragging it. I know it doesn't look really good right now because I have a small monitor right here, but if you have a bigger monitor with a bigger resolution, you will be able to align it as you want and use this powerful tool for your work. Next feature is a file locksmith. This feature is a Windows shell extension that help us find out which processes are using the selected file. Next application or feature is File Explorer Add-on, and this is really helpful if you want to some kind of explore the folder without opening every file. In my case, I have a folder with some files here, and this is the panel. I will maximize it. As first, you should go to the view, and in a show, just press view pane. This is the extension, and this adds on to the File Explorer. So when you click on preview, you will see a small panel here, and when you click on some folder, you can see the content of this file here. It is really useful. So in many cases, you don't have to open files. You just click on it, and you will see immediately the content. This is some SVG file of the Lightblue, and as you can see, I don't have to necessarily open it. I just can click on it and see the content of this file, and depends on your settings in Microsoft PowerToys. You can choose what do you want to have in a preview mode. Image resizer. This is tool that lets you resize image by right clicking. So in my case, I have an image of my logo here. You can see it, for example, in a pane. And as you can see, the image is 200 to 200 pixels. So what we want to do, just right click and use resize pictures, and this will give us tool that allows us to resize this picture. So for example, we can do a large, and here are some options. And for example, we can resize the origin picture and don't create a copy. Also, we can remove metadata and so on. We resize it, then once again open in pane, and now we can see that we resize the picture. And yeah, also it tells some kind of quality, but in some cases this tool can be really useful. Keyboard manager. This tool allows you to customize the keyboard, and thanks to this tool you can be more productive. Mouse utilities. This is really cool feature. It has multiple features like mouse highlighter we can activate, but the first one is Find My Mouse. I have set it to the press left control device. So for example, you can set up to the mouse shape, but what it does, if you twice tape control, you will see this kind of circle around our mouse, and other display will be in a small shape, and this allows you to some kind of highlight your mouse, or maybe find it, or just point to the really important things. For example, during your presentation and stuff like that. You can have some behavior here and appearance. You can change it. It's absolutely up to you. But in my case, I would like to use it in a default settings. The next one is a power rename. Maybe during your career or during your life, you had some problem to some kind of rename files in one folder at once. So this extension or feature allows this. This is really powerful. For example, I have a file with SVG images. Just click right. I can just highlight them all and use Power Rename tool. It opens up the window, and what it does, it rename some kind of regex pattern you will put here and replace it. You have, of course, some variables you can use, for example, year or date and time and stuff like that. But in my case, I have just copies of my folder, and if you probably know regex, it can be really powerful. So, for example, I would love to just choose all the files here and change the fx on icon to some other name. So I just type here fx icon and also space and copy. And now I would like to rename just all these files except the last one. You can see it's not highlighted because this pattern is not included in this name. And I would love to replace it with, for example, just icon. And you can see here new name with it. So just tap apply. And as you can see, it renames all occurrence of the button we add there. So this is the feature Power Rename. Power Toys Run. It's some kind of command line we can use to find or run some programs, and also it does some calculation, stuff like that. How we want to run it, just press Alt and space. So Alt space, and this is the power line. So what we want to do, just want to open Google Chrome, and it will immediately find out our program. We can run it, we got it here, and it does some calculations. For example, 10 plus 8 multiplied by 9. The next tool, Quick Accent. These tools give you some kind of alternative way to type and accented characters, like special characters. So we want to turn it on, and as we can see, we have configured it on right or left or space. Right, left means probably control. I'm gonna use space. And how does it work? As you can see, we will press the key, and after holding it down to the target letter. So, for example, I'm gonna go to the Google Chrome and press A and then space. And as you can see now here, by space, you can see small box here with different letters. In my case, I selected Slovakian keyboard. So in Slovakia, there are just this type of A. So you can choose your language and use the special characters out there for your language. The next one, the screen ruler, is really useful for developers, maybe UI, UX designers, and people working with the front end. So this is screen ruler. It counts just pixels by holding Shift, Windows and M. And as you can see, we have some options here. We can use this cross ruler, and what it does, it just shows us some pixels, and we can, by scroll on the mouse, just choose the scope of it. But now I scroll out and I can see the all width. As you can see, I have 1920 to 846 because I'm in a window of the virtual machine, but in my current computer I have 1920 by 1080. So this is really helpful. You can count the pixels and stuff like that, and this really cool feature. I like it so much and use it in daily basis. Okay, shortcut guide. Just give you the preview of the shortcuts Windows offer. By pressing Windows Shift and slash, you can see all the shortcuts. And probably one of the best features Microsoft Windows PowerToys offers is text extractor, and this lets you just extract text from the image. You can't copy and highlight it, For example, we will activate it by Shift or Windows plus T, and we can check out my logo. We have it here. Just make it smaller. Activate the feature by Shift Windows and T, and now highlight the text you want to. Yeah, you can see that this is image, and I can highlight it and just press it, and you can see it extracts all the text from there, from the image. And it is really useful because in so many cases of your work you have to rewrite some text from probably images and stuff like that, and this will allow you to do that really fast, and it's super helpful. Yeah, this was the video about the Microsoft Power Toys. I bet you already love some tools. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, and see you soon. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button and the bell to turn on the notifications. Follow me on Odyssey and you won't miss my new videos.